My days! Welcome to a brand new episode of the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast. Yes! If you're new here, this is the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast where we help mobile DJs navigate the crazy world of business and how to get more bookings and make a business that you can be proud of. So if that sounds like you, you're in the right place. On today's episode, we're going to talk about something a bit different because there's a lot of changes happening currently. There's a lot of stuff going on and I don't hear people talking about it. So I'm going to talk about how it can affect us and ways that we can navigate. So before we get into that good stuff, let's roll that sexy intro. Alright, so guys, what I wanted to talk about today is what's going on in the world, what is happening on the news, the things that we're seeing and how it might affect us and ways we can navigate through. So if you're wondering what that is, it's the war on Iran, man. Do you know what's crazy, yeah? Most of us, all of us here, we ain't got a clue what they're fighting about, what's going on. We didn't sign up to nothing. We didn't say to do any of this stuff. We're not even involved. Nothing's even going on, but it's affecting us and it's affecting everyone. It's going to affect us as business owners, but more importantly, it's going to affect our clients and some of the decisions they have to make when it comes to their finances. And I also think as business owners, we got to think about how it's going to affect us and ways we can navigate. Global uncertainty is one of the most annoying things because we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know what exactly is going to happen, but we're in the trenches right about now. With oil prices going up, believe it or not, it affects everything. When things come into the country, how to make things, but also as mobile DJs, one of the things that it affects as well is fuel. And fuel costs right now are looking absolutely insane. And I don't know about you lot, but some of the bookings I take are sort of all over the place. Now, before when I'm putting in your travel expenses and all that sort of stuff, when I'm using the calculator now, I'm seeing some of these bookings that I've taken that are far and all here, there and everywhere. I'm looking at the way I've done my mileage and I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. That doesn't make sense currently right now. I think I might be in the red. And if that's happening to me, it might be happening to you. So one of the things I want to start mentioning is when you're taking some of these bookings, especially through this time, one thing that can help you and your clients is also trying to look for things that are a little bit more local, trying to do things that don't have as much travel. So then maybe you won't be in the same position as me, where right now I'm like, this is negative. I'm putting way more in the tank and I'm not getting what I should out, which isn't calculating, and I haven't priced it correctly because this happened. This booking got taken last year and now it's time to deliver and I'm going to the pay station to put the money in and I'm like, I'm at a loss. So one of the things I thought I wanted to share is things that's going through my mind and hopefully it can help you. So one of the things I'm going to start doing is then when it comes to bookings at the moment, I'm either going to have to put more of a surcharge on petrol, which I don't want to do because I don't want to charge clients unnecessarily. I don't like having to charge my clients extra for things like fees. I prefer for the service rendered, that's what they're paying for. But additional fees like travel and hotel and all that sort of stuff, it kind of has to be put in. It's not something I like to do, but I have to do because I'm a business owner and it has to make mathematical sense. So one of the things that I definitely need to start doing is calculating my distances and my travels and making sure all my numbers make sense. And if that's something that you're not doing, maybe it's something to think about, especially during this uncertain time, because when is the petrol price going down? This is ridiculous. Also, what we're seeing currently right now is crazy inflation. And when the crazy inflation happens, guys, it affects our clients and their decisions and also which DJ they might pick depending on what they might charge or what they might offer or what it may cost to have said DJ at their event. The one thing I'm going to stand strong on, and I hope you are too, is not to discount. Sometimes if you're looking and you're seeing yourself, you might be losing a couple of bookings, or you might be seeing that people are not booking as much, or they see your prices or whatever, and they don't come back to you, or they ghost you. And sometimes you can think to yourself, oh my God, maybe I need to lower my prices. No, get out of that mindset. That's not what we need to do. At this point is the best time to sort of think about value and different ways that you can offer them value so they can see the benefits in the pricing and maybe how that can benefit them. So for instance, let's say you've got that item in your lockup that doesn't go out as much as you would like it to. Now would be a great time to add it into a package You might lose a bit on it. Let's just look at something simple like uplights. If you've got uplights and you're putting them out for, let's just throw it get it in the park, say £200 for your £200 for your uplight edition. And if you're noticing in the last few bookings they haven't been going out as much as possible, why not add it into one of your packages and maybe take a small, I'm not even going to say a loss, just make it make more sense. So instead of charging £200 for it individually, you can charge 120, 150 or even 100 and push it into a package, up that package by 100, but include uplights in it. That way you've got your stuff working for you. The one thing we definitely want to do, guys, is have the things that we've bought, especially because a lot of us have shiny syndrome. We like buying toys, but sometimes we buy toys that we don't use as much. So if that's the case, you want to try and push it into a package and then present it to your client so they can see the value of the offers, what they're getting, and that will hopefully help you turn around more bookings even in this crazy time where petrol's costing way too much money. It's getting on my nerves. While we're here as well, shiny object syndrome. We all have it. I'm terrible, but I've given myself the most discipline. You lot see me. FLX4, I'm shelling. And you know what, yeah, the idea was always to be like, use it for a little bit. It was meant to be for international bookings, but there came a point where my business brain kicks in and says, bro, you can kill a party on a Newmark party mix. I can use a Newmark party mix to shell a party. So you could have the big toy, but do you need it? And my business brain says, is there an ROI on it? You guys know what I'm like. Am I going to get a return on investment with a new DJ controller? And my business brain says, no, you can't increase your price because you've given yourself a better controller. Now, I'm not saying, guys, to sell or get rid of your controller. All of you got amazing controllers and they all work fine. What I'm talking about is the shiny object syndrome. And currently, when we're in this uncertain time, we need to put the blinkers on in terms of buying new kit, especially if it does not return on investment. If the thing that you're buying is not going to bring any money into the business, currently right now, we need to slow down on all of those purchases because we don't know when the prices are going down for petrol, bro. So most of you have been working fine for the last year, 18 months, 2 years with everything that you have. So you do not have to have anything else. You can continue working, growing the business, bringing in the profit, so then you're able, maybe when we come out the season, to then treat yourself to a new this or a new that. Because I'm going to do it too. I love my little like FLX4 and I can shell on it, but I'm going to get something new because my mind's like, come on, bro. You've proved your point. You've showed everybody that you can use an FLX4 and shell and be premium and charge good rates. But even for myself, I'm like, come on, I need to get a new toy, which I will do, but I'm in no rush. Because I know I can deliver with anything. I don't need to have the latest. And I did use that to prove a point, but that point's been proven now, so I can buy a toy. But I'm not buying a toy until the petrol prices come down, man. Like, when is it gonna stop? Another thing to think about as well is your monthly outgoings. Look at all your monthly outgoings, and I'm sure there may be a subscription or there may be something that you're not making the most use of at the moment. If that's the case, put a pause on it for now, because like I said, we're in these times where we don't know what's going on. So we need to try and put as much money as we can on layaway, or at least have less things going out until we know what's happening. So that's another thing to think about. Look through some of the things that you're paying for, and there may be one or two things, and it might not even be that much. But right now is a great idea to then press pause on that, because I'm sure you're sort of feeling it yourself. Even, I don't know about you guys, but the petrol price, I'm going to keep saying it because just stop the war. Like, I've got nothing to do. Anyway, it's podcasting. It's not talking about the war, but it's affecting us. Do you know what I mean? And we got to think about these things. We can't just let it go over our heads. Also, another thing to think about is if you're spending money on ads. Now, ads are great. Ads are amazing, especially if you know how to maximize off them. But depending on what you're getting back from it, now might be a good time to once again pause on certain things and maybe invest more of your time in doing some of your own work. Great one is networking. You want to start to talk to some of the suppliers, people that you've worked with in the past, get a conversation going. And this isn't, try to do it in a smart way. So you're going to be talking to whether it be photographers, saxophone players, videographers, venues, and you're trying to build up a rapport, build up a genuine type relationship with them. What should happen is that they will start recommending you straight off the back, and then that can help you reduce on your ad spend, and you can start getting leads and inquiries through them. But you want to also return the favor. So when people are messaging you or you're on calls with clients, you can recommend other people that you've worked with, because usually people will do it in kind. If you recommend a photographer, you recommend a videographer, most of the time they book these people before us, but sometimes we are first in, especially if the client is really big on their entertainment. They would usually book a call with the venue and then maybe book the DJ, and they look at some of the other stuff afterwards. So if you find that you're in a position to recommend some people that you know are good, that you know are going to do a good job, and then when they then go over to the other person and say, I was recommended by DJ blah blah blah, hopefully you, then that way they will do the same for you. You want to be doing that anyway, but doing that at this time I think is a great way to find out different ways of getting leads, bookings, inquiries, while lowering your cost and also building your network. It works tenfold, trust me, because as we all know, weddings cost a lot of money, and at the moment, if you're feeling it at the pump, so is everyone else. It won't just be at the pump. It will also be on your daily shops, on your insurance, on a lot of things that we currently do. There's small increments being put up. So when couples are talking about their budget and talking about what it is they want to spend on what and when, we can come included in that. And we need to make sure that we are in the same position so we can give them something that's valuable and still of quality without dropping, but are still making a profit, so our businesses can still continue to grow and thrive, even in the times where the petrol prices are taking the mick. So remember, don't drop back on any quality, don't drop back on your customer service, and continue being you. And most importantly, do not panic. Things only last a certain amount of time. And I'm saying that because that's what I want it to be. We cannot be here in 6 months. That would be mad. We cannot be. So don't panic. It's going to be all good, but let's just see if we can claw things back. Be mindful, be thinking about what is going on and what things that we can do to help our businesses and also help the clients to still make the decision on booking us, man, because they need to book us to make sure their wedding, their event, their corporate goes down without a hitch. So quick reminder, you want to make sure that you are packaging certain things. If there's some things in your lockup that are not coming out, you can package, bundle into something so the client can see the value, especially if we have the kind of client that like the long list. Some clients like to see, I get this, and this. Some clients like to see a lot of items packaged into their bundle. So if they can see that, they can see the value, and it stops them from going to an external place or having to go to other people. Once again, if you've got like a photo booth inside, then that can help because it makes it so they're paying one person. They don't have to pay expenses for other people. They don't have to have more contact with other people. They can deal with you, hopefully directly, and be able to get multiple things inside a package. But try to refrain from discounting. Discounting, I feel, isn't fair for the people that have booked you before and paid the fee that you asked. Even though we're going through this time, what you don't want to do is someone who booked you 6 months ago and someone who's booked you recently, the person who booked you 6 months ago got a worst off deal. Business-wise, that doesn't make sense, and communication doesn't happen that much. But if they was to ever find out, how would that make you look, man? It's not a good thing. And also, discounting is something that we don't like to do. We don't like to take less for what it is we're doing. So try your best in this time to not offer discounts. Offer bundles and extras instead of discounts. Shiny object syndrome currently has to be on pause. Unless the shiny object syndrome is going to return you on ROI. I keep saying ROI, but I know some people don't know what that means. Return on investment. If you put money into something, if you go and buy something, how long would it take for you to see a profit from what you've invested in? I'm going to go back to it. Uplights. If you buy uplights, whether you spend 700, 1,000, 15, 2,000, how much are you going to sell it for or hire it out for? How long would it take for you to have that fully paid off? And what investment return would it give you? So if we're thinking about the uplight, because it's a great, simple one, if you bought your uplights for 1,000, you're putting them out for £200 a time, it's going to take 5 gigs for those uplights to pay for themselves, and now they are bringing money into the business. So if you're doing shiny object syndrome and you know you're going to get uplights because you've had people ask you for it before, but you never had them, that's a shiny object I'll allow you to go and purchase, because hopefully in the year, you're going to pull it out way more than 5 times, a minimum of 10. So not only does it pay for itself, it then brings you back in profit exactly what you got it for. That is an investment that you can have 100%. But there are some items that you may not need. Let's talk about lighting. Don't get me wrong, if you've got a gig bar, you need to upgrade that. That's dead. But other than that, if you've got moving heads and they've been moving their heads all last season, you can continue moving those heads this season also. Once again, the mindset is going to be around, even though you want to get the bigger movers, even though you want to get the sun strip or the pixel battens, and they would definitely upgrade your setup. But genuinely, you can do exactly what you was doing this year and continue doing it for the bookings this year, and it won't make a dent in your business. So it's something that you can continue doing. Controller. I'm telling you this, guys, from my own self. Controller, that FLX4 is coming with me all season. I don't care. Well, I will change it soon. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not looking at nothing. Nope. I'm going to continue running business as I've been running business, and only get the things that are going to return on investment that have been waiting, as in they're going to break or they're getting old and it needs an update, because it won't. I need it for my business. If that's the case, you can purchase. If that ain't the case, keep your hands in your pockets until the petrol prices come down, man. Come on, bro. And most importantly, do not panic in this time. It's going to blow over hopefully soon. Anyway, this was a quick one. Just something for you to think about, because it's been on my mind for the last couple of days. So I said, I've got to do a quick pod about it just to let everybody else know. And if you're seeing anything like a dip in inquiries or a dip in people taking other different services, don't worry. Try to think about different ways how you can still have those things going out for you, and it will work for you. It's going to be all good. And also think about taking some more weddings or events that are more closer to you, so you don't have to do that much travel. I am traveling all over the UK. I always do, and I'm feeling it. So I'm just going to let you guys know, if you're traveling all over the UK and you're going to be feeling it too, then maybe we need to start looking at trying to get more events closer to you, so then you don't have to have that problem when these things happen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, wherever you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe. It's all about subscribing to the YouTube. We're trying to on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which I'm hoping won't take as long as it should, but I need to keep saying, because I did tell you in the story, I'm going to be telling you that every single time. Subscribe, hit that like, hit that follow, smash that bell, do all that good stuff. Keep your comments coming. I always respond, as you lot know. And other than that, I'll see you same time, same place next week on the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast. Whatever you're doing, go and smash those gigs this week, and I'll catch you same time. Cheers!